Welcome back everyone, this is Bruce Wayne Games, and this is a replay that has been sent to me by Cromwell, who played together with his buddy on his buddy's account, Remoon1. So this is the new 252 or Defender. It's the new premium tank of that Wargaming released. It's a bit like I would compare it the most to an IS-3. It's a bit more, it has a bit more alpha damage, but otherwise it's really very similar in the playstyle and the tank behavior. So yeah, Remoon is here on Abbey, and first off I would like to show you the armor model of this tank. So from the front, the armor is very effective. You can see the upper front plate is near impenetrable for tier 8, tier 9 tanks, maybe with heat shells, but yeah, it's really strong. The lower front plate is one of the weak spots from the front, as well as the commander hatchets here, which have around 150 millimeters of armor. Everything else, there's a tiny little spot next to the gun mantlet, which you can pen as well, but it's I wouldn't really go for it or aim for it. From the sides, it's like all the IS tanks. It is near the tracks. You can actually penetrate it quite easily, and if you shoot directly from the sides, the whole side armor is definitely easily penetrated. If you shoot from above, this is definitely a weak spot. 30 millimeters of armor, so also the roof compartment, very easy penetrated. So you have to beware of artillery or anything that can shoot you from above. So this is really the angle where you can easily penetrate the roof, and yeah, also the engine compartment. So Cromwell has arrived on the right side of the Abbey. Usually you will see in the Abbey, you will see a lot of people going to this side of the map, as the left, this side here is a bit harder to use, and from here you can put a lot of pressure into the Abbey part of the map. You can already see, even on these kind of ranges, medium short ranges, the gun is accurate enough to get some decent accuracy even when you don't fully aim. So yeah, Cromwell is already putting on quite a lot of pressure into the middle of the map. He's hit 2 shots for nearly 1,000 damage already, and you can see the reload is okay. I think DPM wise it's very similar to the IS-3, so the reload is a bit longer, but the alpha damage is a bit higher. You can see, let's go and check the penetration values as well. 225 penetration with AP shells, and it has gold shells as well with 265 penetration. So very similar to IS-3 indeed. And I showed you the armor model, which is yeah, from the front it's very well armored, and if you peekaboo, like you will see Cromwell do here, there is literally not much that can deal with you easily. And this is exactly what Cromwell does here. Very easy peekabooing, going, waiting for the reload, peek into the front, C2 deal damage once there. He's trying to track the Panther 8.8 with this shot, gets tracked in return. Sadly that didn't do any kind of damage, but it's okay, he'll get a bit of assistance that way. Alright, so there's a T-34. That is a tank that is way more dangerous because it has a lot of penetration. So this tank is definitely harder to deal with. You can see Remoon or Cromwell here to actually played way more defensive here against the T-34, because the T-34 has an insane amount of penetration and is well known for being able to penetrate even tier 10 tanks with ease. So yeah, he's trying to snipe a little bit into the Abbey here, and already he's falling back, and I like this move here because you can already see that the Abbey has fallen to the enemies. There's like 6 tanks over there, and they're slowly moving towards Remoon or Cromwell's base. And he is in a slow tank. I mean, it's not really a slow tank, it's quite fast for a heavy tank, but still it would take a while to go back. So he knows what's up, he knows what's happening, so he's going back, and he's gonna try to deal with those tanks coming back to cap or fall into the back of these tanks on this ridge here. So it looks like the MT-25. Oh, there is a tank that has not been spotted yet. The Swedish Emil 1, another autoloader. tier 8 tank, and he's already being shot in the back by what kind of tank is that? Yeah, he bounces another shot. It's a Tiger P that actually shot him in the back. You can see how much bounces off the front of the 252 or the Defender, however you want to call it. Especially these tier 6 tanks have absolutely no chance of actually dealing damage into the front of the 252. So, but yeah, as I said, it's very similar to the IS-3, just the alpha damage is a bit, is way more, 440 instead of 330. And there he finishes off the KV-85, which is hopelessly outgunned against the tier 8 heavy tank. And so far, Remoon played this really nicely. And he's auto-loaded onto the MT25. There's a bit more damage to gain from him than from the EMIL-1. And he knows the EMIL-1 is reloading, which means, oh well, maybe he wasn't reloading. There goes the EMIL-1. So, yeah, he's dealt with everything in the cap, everything that went through the middle. There's still a Jack Panner there, there's still a T-34-100, the Czech tank there. But yeah, he's deciding to help his buddy here. This is the Löwe who's fighting against the T-34. So he's gonna help against that T-34 deal, try to finish off this guy. And apparently the Löwe is forcing him to the wall here. And still, Cromwell here has not received 1 point of damage so far. So that is well done so far. He's played this perfectly. He's never overextended, never carelessly exchanged HP or anything like that. So he's done an awesome job so far. Yeah, I just recognized the name of the WZ-111. It's Zlatan, so that must probably, I would guess that as a fan of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and I am a big fan of him myself. So yeah, let's see if he can engage that Löwe and the WZ-11, who has been spotted here last. So in these situations you have to be careful that not both tanks turn around and try to kill you. This has happened to me quite some times before. I don't like him going in here. It would have probably been better if he had stayed around here. Then he could have probably avoided this shot here. And but it's okay. He's been shot for the very first time now. Now he's actually trying to circling the Löwe, which is certainly not that easy. And the Löwe actually manages to kill the turret. And there, oh wow, that was a bit sad, that shot. He missed it due to, I'm not entirely sure if that was a bit of a lag shot or, but then he bounced this shot, so that was a nice little bounce there in between. But I'm not sure if that was lag shot or if that was actually bounced off the back of the Löwe. So if he had stayed down here though, if he had stayed here and didn't went in like this, he could have conserved even more HP, I believe. And also he didn't know exactly where the WZ-111 was, so going in there might have killed him if the WZ-1 stayed there. But the WZ-1, here you can see him already, WZ-111 went into the middle. Apparently he dropped down here somewhere and went for the Abbey. But everything turned out really perfectly. Cromwell has dealt 6,300 damage so far. He's bounced 1,800 damage and he's still on 800 HP. So there's still a lot he can do in this. And yeah, it's 10-10, so it's very open. And it's very hard to deal with a defender. Like in IS-3, it is super hard to deal with. And Zlatan is killing, is on a killing spree there. He killed off the T-54 Mod 1, and someone else killed off the Tiger P of Cromwell's team here. So once again, Cromwell is falling back, trying to deal with everyone that is gonna go for the cap. And you can already see there's a Hellcat and a T-54 Mod 1 still on the team of Remoon, but only the Mod 1 is really a tank that can yeah, carry a lot. And the timing couldn't be better for Cromwell to go back to the base. There's 3 people in the cap, capping in around 20 seconds. So the timing is perfect. Now Cromwell just needs to find those tanks and kill them off one by one. There is the T-34-100, the Czech tank, and he gets killed off. So there's only 2 tanks left in the cap. There's the Zlatan, there is the Skoda, there is the Panzer 8.8. The Panzer 8.8 is gonna go down here. And the T-54 Mod 1 actually killed the Skoda T25. Now it's only the Zlatan who's left in the cap with 3 kills. The WZ-111 is also quite a tough tank to deal with, so it's not going to be a walk in the park or Cromwell, but we will see about that, how he will engage this. And the Hellcat is... I wonder why the Jag Panther is not dealing with that Hellcat. And you can see now that he's out of AP shells, he's using APCR, and you can see the massive penetration values on this. He easily penned the WZ in the front. The WZ actually shooting the T-54 Mod 1 here, making it super easy for Cromwell to go in here and finish him off. And yeah, he finishes him off through the side of his armor and gets a nice little... I don't think that was a high roll, that was probably, yeah, 441, and 440 is the average damage on this. So now he's saying, please don't cap, let me kill this last dude. The Jag Panther hasn't been moving and he hasn't been involved in the game anymore. He's been last spotted in the Abbey. My guess would be he is AFK. He has not decapped, he has not helped his buddy that capped. And yeah, the teammates say, yeah, just for your 7 kills. They're really, really friendly here. The Hellcat stops the cap and gives Cromwell here the opportunity to get the 7th kill and a bit more damage. But he's already at 7,500, so that is really ridiculous. And there is the Jag Panther, and it looks like he actually tumbled because the thing is so far down. So yeah, there we go. 7th kill. Nice game there. So all in all, 9,600 experience earned, 125,000 credits gained, and a Defender's Medal, a Steel Wall, a High Caliber, Tank Sniper, and a Top Gun. All in all, 7,700 damage dealt in this Tier 8 heavy tank, and a ridiculous amount of base experience, 1,907 kills. So that was really an amazing game. You can see no one did nearly as much damage as him. And it's a really ridiculously amount of damage dealt in a Tier 8 game. You really rarely see these amounts of damage in a Tier 8 game. This is more like a Tier 10 game, really. And even for a Tier 10 game, 7,000 would be an insanely good game. So yeah, what an astonishing game here. And you can see the tank also earned a lot of credits in this game. Would have earned even more if Remoon 1 would be on premium time. And the player who played this game also has a Twitch channel, so I can only recommend you go and follow him. He's a really cool player. And yeah, I will link this account to the YouTube description, so you all can give him a follow if you like to. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.